So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues from the media, and of course, our host, the National Center for Arts and Culture, NCAC, the regional contestants for the national competition, Miss Gambia, and of course, the organizing committee from BD's promotion, the official license holder for Miss Gambia. And of course, we had our first press conference where we reintroduced the beauty pageant and what the pageantry we should have expected, and of course, which we clearly stated it was going to be scheduled for the 21st of December 2024, and we were going to do the regional stages where each region would have a preliminary, and of course, which leads to the selection of 2 contestants per region, and across all 7 regions, where we expect to have 14 contestants. And these 14 contestants are going to compete or contest for the national championship, which is going to be held. And of course, which one person goes home with the crown. And that being said, we also ensure that that part of the conversation has been done. And this is our second interaction with the press, and of course, the biggest interaction. And we are here with the director, the executive director for National Center for Arts and Culture, and of course, with his staff and his team. And we also have the executive director for BD's promotion, Miss Gambia, Mr. Gambia, and of course, with the entire team that is doing production. So what we're going to do today is it's going to be a brief one, but then it's going to be a detailed one loaded with information, for the fact that we need to understand that we are empowering beauty, we're celebrating culture, but we are looking for substance, we're looking for competence, we're looking for intelligence, and we're looking for eloquence. We're not just looking for facial beauty. So that has to be very fundamental, that the press carries that key message. And that being said, we would do a reintroduction of the history of Miss Gambia, where it started from. And of course, that will be done by the executive director, Hasum Sise, and of course, an overview, the goals and the importance, which would also look at this year's team. And Abu Jabi would tell us what do we expect in terms of production, what do we expect to see when we attend this event on the 21st of December. And of course, we would have Ida, who would actually unveil the regional queens, where they would introduce themselves as per the regions they're coming from. The team they're going to be, we would keep that on hold until we meet with the press for the head-to-head challenge. And of course, we would also have Ida to introduce the queens to the public, to their regions, to the people they're representing. And then we would open the floor for question and answer session. So what we do first off is, like I said, I officially welcome all of you to this press conference, and it's actually a media launch, because we are going to unveil something new, which is this faces and this beauty. And Mr. Hassan will take us through the beauty pageant, when it started from the 1960 to where it had a break, and it took a 21-year-old break, and now we have resumed officially. You did not see Miss Gambia last year, and you're going to see it this year. And hopefully we intend to continue it consistently, where it becomes an annual event, where we have an annual queen who represents the Gambia outside the Gambia on international platforms. So that being said, first off, I'd like to start with Abu. I'll start with Abu.
Can we start with Mr. Hassan?
No. He closes, his executive director. So we start with Abu, and Abu will take us through the production stages and what do we expect for this year's Miss Gambia
pageant. It is where the queens face off to do a catwalk, yes, in their casual outfits. So this time it is going to look a little bit different, with the music, with the sound, with the setup and everything. So I am telling Gambia to wait, and they will witness greatness again. So after the casual round, they are going to showcase their talent. Very important, because as a beauty queen, you should not just be smart, but you should also be fair. Like, you should be very talented to showcase what you really have. Your talent should be your weapon, as we said. So it should be a very raw talent that only God gave it to you. It should be yours. So that day, the judges will want to see talents that they are very original, very creative, and also very epic. That is what we are expecting. And after that, the judges are going to choose their finalists, their top 5 finalists. They're going to choose their top 5 finalists, and also these top 5 will have the chance to answer very important questions. And those questions are going to determine whether you are crowned Miss Gambia or not. That is why we said it is not just a beauty pageant. It is a beauty with a purpose pageant. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Annette. Good afternoon. Director of British Promotion, our good sister, our hardworking sister. Thank you very much. You are surprising us every day on the good side. To my colleague, Mr. Sanabi Jaju, who also has put in a lot of effort onto this. Sana, you also thank you very much for the good effort. To the staff of the National Center for Arts and Culture here present, to the team at BDIS, you are all welcome. The beauty queens, I welcome you all. This is your home, and before I finish, you will know why. And to members of the press, I want to say that this is a great moment for us, because really, BDIS, if I tell you the truth, I mean, we are pleasantly surprised that you have come this far. Yeah, so I think you have done very well. And keep it up. To the beauty queens, I want to encourage you that you are starting a very, very important journey. And whoever the winner will be, all of you are already winners, but whoever will be crowned Miss Gambia, for sure in the next 12 months, there will be a lot of activities for you, because you know that the 60th anniversary is coming in February. So you have to be with us throughout, okay? And then, of course, at least 1 or 2 festivals internationally that already I was informed about, this morning at the ministry. I mean, we have to take you there, okay? And so many other activities, because your role would basically be to enhance Gambian culture, heritage, to invite people to the Gambia, to have people have a better understanding, a clearer and more positive understanding of the Gambia. So you be like an ambassador of heritage, of culture, of the peace and stability, that is in the Gambia. Even our colleagues at the Gambia Tourism Board, and BDIS will work very hard on this. We will invite them to be traveling with you to the tourism fairs, okay? So that there also you will help us to sell the very, very good and positive image of this Gambia. So your role is really that of a full ambassador, okay? And we are going to work with you on that to make sure that you are able to have a very, very successful tenure. Whilst you are Miss Gambia. And now it's almost 60 years, because the first Miss Gambia was crowned in 1964. So it's 60 years. Then there was Miss Independence, you see. And then 1966, the Miss Gambia, in fact, represented the Gambia at Miss World. That's the late Abibari in Bakau. She died, some years ago. And just yesterday, Miss Gambia 1967 also died. So I ask you to pray for Mrs. Jenny Jack. Yeah, she died yesterday. Yeah, Jenny Jack. She was Miss Gambia 1967. Okay, and she also represented Gambia at Miss Universe. Yeah. So you can see that, don't underestimate what you are going into. You are really going to embody the good image and the beauty of our country. And throughout the 70s, 60s, 70s, Miss Gambia, we have been, I'm selected, and even President Jawara used to travel, now and then, on some of his foreign trips, because the role of the beauty queen is to represent your country in a very positive light. Okay, so in the 80s, there was a break, like the capable MC said, from 1999 until 2022, there was no Miss Gambia. Okay, but thanks to the good effort of our sister. She linked us up, with the Fashion Designers Association, ourselves, and herself. So we were able to revive it in 2022. Okay, and now we are again, having Miss Gambia, with a new look. But I'm sure with what I have seen so far, this time there'll be no break. Okay, we are going to give you all the support you need at the ministerial level. Already at the highest level in the country, you have the full support there. So I want to thank you all and to say welcome and biddies, well done, well done, well done. Thank you.
This is more of like a dream come true because I don't even want to go back to explain how this whole thing started because we would just stay here all throughout. I have always had a passion when I was young. I think I started doing beauty pageants at the age of 16, 17. And then I created this Miss Inter High Schools beauty pageant where I started. And then from Miss Inter High Schools, I started Face of Beauty Gambia. And I was lucky enough to be part of the standing committee for beauty pageants under the NCAC. So through then, I've always tried so hard to look forward towards having the Miss Gambia back. And I think for 8 years, I've been running around, knocking doors, going to the NCAC office and the Ministry of Tourism and Culture. Unfortunately, I wasn't lucky enough till 2022. So just to summarize everything and cut it short, it's been something that I've always looked forward to bring back. And I kind of felt like other countries are doing extremely well when it comes to beauty pageant, but Gambia, it's lacking a lot behind. And being a national director and a coordinator for a lot of international pageants, I kind of felt like choosing random people to represent Gambia wasn't right. So the only thing to do is to make sure that we bring the Miss Gambia back and then have the Gambia back on stage, for example, at the Miss Universe, the Miss World, and other international pageants that are really, really famous. So having been said that, we wrote a letter and then it got approved to hand over the license to be this promotion, but then we had to collaborate with fashion designers, which I just want to take this opportunity to thank them very well for partnering with us in 2022 to bring back the Miss Gambia. And 2024 will be completely a different Miss Gambia. And when I say this, I'm talking about the production. So you guys, I'm not even here to boast or even try to brag, but trust me, we are bringing our A game. And luckily, we have all the beautiful contestants here. Some of them are from their different regions, LRR, URR, CRR, and North Bank region. Thank you very much for living whatever it is that you're doing. Please put your hands together because I know it's not easy at all to travel from far and come to make sure that you attend this press conference. So this just has to, show that you guys are really, really committed in making sure that you represent your different regions. So on that note, I would love to introduce each contestant. It wasn't an easy one, traveling from different regions to make sure we had the auditions and then the semifinals. So I would love to start with Miss Ramatullah Mbalo. Please, when I call your name, just stand up so everyone can know that you are representing your region. Miss Ramatullah Mbalo, Queen, West Coast region. And Nafisatu Cisse, she's the runner-up. As we all know, each region, we are selecting 2 contestants. Yeah, and then Miss Rohi Cham is the Queen of KMC. And Miss Fatmata Dafe is the runner-up for KMC. Miss Bintanjai, Queen Banjul. Miss Seinabu Jeng, runner-up, representing the bank. Ramatullah Cisse, Queen from North Bank region. Janding Cisse, runner-up. Kumba Sumare from, is it CRR? She's downstairs. Okay, sorry about that. Fatmata Jane from CRR. We have Mariama Mane, URR. Miss Tida Drame, URR. And the queens from LRR, Sally and Mariama. Can you please put your hands together for all the contestants? So far, you all will agree with me that all these girls are so pretty, mashallah. That's the reason why we decided to have all of them come in with their natural look, so you guys can know it's not even about, just making up, doing, or whatever it is. So yeah, we are fully ready, and I'm sure all these girls are ready, and they have their different platforms to wow the Gambia at large. So I would urge every single person who's watching or reading this to come out and support the Miss Gambia 2020 in partnership with the Ministry of Tourism and Culture and the National Center for Arts and Culture. I would also want to take this opportunity to thank all our sponsors and the potential sponsors as well, who we are still trying to finalize things with them. So on that note, it's been long. I wouldn't want to bore you with too many speeches. So thank you so very much. When it comes to the cultural round, that was a cultural round, right? Some of these girls will hide. I have to openly say this because they don't tell us what exactly we'll be expecting on that day. And this is noted because this time around it's completely different because we had backlashes after the event. Mind you, this is a partnership thing. It's not 100% business at that time. So we had a part that we had to play when it comes to the production. We are not entirely coordinating everything alone. Like I said, we are in partnership with the fashion designers, and someone was called in, like you said, Modunjai. That's where he was the one who was contacting the media. That has nothing to do with this promotion. Fashion designers assigned him to take over the media. So on that part, like I said, we're not even trying to switch blames. We will take full responsibilities because we were part of the organizing team. I want to take this opportunity to apologize to the media for that oversight because, to be very honest, I'm here. It's not at all. So I can assure you with my full chest that this time around, the media will be involved all throughout. It's completely different because we are 100% taking over. Yeah. On the part of the Kankurang, like I said, we were not in the picture. We didn't even expect such to happen on that stage. She just came up and then we saw, like everyone else. So, but it's going to be completely different this time around. Thank you.
So, and then he asked a question about the age bracket.
Okay, I'll answer that. I guess the age bracket is all over social media on the flyers of the auditions and stuff. But I also made mention of it when we were having the other press conference, the last press conference. It's from 18 years to 28 years old. Yeah, 28, 18 to 28 at least, and she must be a Gambian because it is Miss Gambia. Yeah, so I guess that is clear now.
Yeah.
I want to answer your question, the lady. You said, what are we?
What do you want to achieve at the end?
The achievement here is not on the organizers and stuff. It's just on the beauty queens. What we want to achieve is to see that the Gambia is up there internationally in the fashion industry and in the pageant industry too. We want to see again Gambia contesting in Miss World and Miss Universe. That is our main focus. So not only achieving that, but we also want to empower our young girls because we see they have passion for this, but society is not accepting them to do this because of the misconceptions that they have. Like a beauty queen will be going on stage naked and, some of the abnormalities that they connect it to, but it is not that. These beauty queens are changing lives. They are impacting lives with the projects that they are doing. And most of them seated here are already implementing their projects. So you see how important a beauty pageant is. So that is our main aim, to empower them, to support them, and also to see Gambia up there, like Miss World and Miss Universe. Thank you.
And the final question, the annual competition, the introduction or the revealing of, or the unveiling of the queens, and of course the campaign phase. I mean, it wouldn't make sense for me to be in LRR and not to know what my contestant is doing in Banjo, right? And the only way we can achieve that is through media engagement, media partnership, interaction, and live streaming. The media needs content for entertainment, which we hardly ever have, and entertainment journalists are always complaining about that. So, in as much as you need content, the girls need their people to know what they're doing, and then the team equally needs the media partnership. So it's vis-a-vis, it's a give and take process. And this is why, if you have attended the first one, which was a very low-key press briefing with not more than 10 media houses, you realize that there was an attendance list. And if you've attended this one equally as well, you know that there is an attendance list. Now, the rule for us, if you work in the media, is you prioritize on the event the people that has been there with you through the process. So this is why I have been emphasizing that any media house that is interested is free to come on board, because at the end of the day, when it is the final phase of the national competition, is the same faces I would call or request for their participation and their attendance, unless your media house sends us a different reporter. But if your media house doesn't send for a different reporter, we're still going back with the people we've started with from the get-go.
Okay.
I hope that is clear.
Yes.
So with regards to the campaign, we're starting on the 6th of December, which is going to be in 2 Saturdays, and obviously Fridays rather, and obviously we will reach out to people that are interested, and we would give timing for when rehearsals begins and what do we expect and who are the people we can actually talk to and interact with during the process. So be rest assured there is going to be exclusive media partnership and coverage.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't forget to laajat dara ma ne la